Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. I hope that you guys are doing okay on this beautiful Sunday morning. As you come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. I want you guys to know that I truly appreciate your support. It means a lot to me. The new subscribers, the ones that have been here, it means a lot to me that you come to this page to hear my commentary. It absolutely does. Um, I wanted to do a little short video on crime being out of control in the Memphis area, and it's starting to spill over to other areas now. One of the videos that I'm going to show, although it was because, of course, I am a Mississippian now, and I live in a small suburban area right outside of Memphis that happened to be Mississippi, okay? And the thing that's so sad is that it seems to me that it's starting to spill over. The only thing about it is that when it starts to spill over in Mississippi, they handle it. Okay. They start to handle it, but I think it's sad how crime is out of control. Of course, Memphis is a much bigger city as it relates to some of the little small cities. Um, around the Memphis area that happens to be in the Mississippi area, because where I live is like 15 minutes from Memphis or less. And you know, it is absolutely out of control. And I wanted to show this video, and then I'm gonna get into to some more stuff. Um
South Haven police Friday night, just before 11, officers responded to a shooting at the Red Hook restaurant on the 7,000 block of Airways. Saturday morning, the business's front glass door was riddled with bullet holes. I spoke with a man who works at the restaurant. He said the altercation that led to someone getting shot started outside.
No, inside. So the person was outside and ran inside? Okay, and they kept shooting while they ran inside?
Police telling us the person who was shot was found in nearby Horn Lake. Police say the victim left the restaurant before they arrived. After being found, they were transported to Regional Medical Center in critical condition. Cody Stewart said he and his family were recently at the restaurant having dinner. He said he was surprised to see all of the bullet holes in the door.
It makes everybody nervous around there. You got other lives than what you're just shooting at, so it's okay to get outraged, but be careful what you do. Be mindful. But when it comes down to it, people don't think about it that way.
Saturday morning, the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation sent the statement reading, in part, the shooting involved an officer from the Drew, Mississippi Police Department. MBI went on to say they are gathering evidence. Memphis native Mario Stanback said he recently spent 10 years in prison in Indiana and moved to South Haven for a safe and better life. He said he was disappointed to know the shooting happened close to his new home.
I've been in and out of trouble my whole life. Now that I got a different outlook on life, I got 2 grandkids now, man. I don't like violence. I don't like having my family around it or nothing.
South Haven PD said one person was detained for questioning and there was no threat to the public. Both men say after what happened last night, they feel the threat is moving closer to their doorsteps.
It's getting closer and closer. Just people in this world these days.
I moved down here thinking it was safe. I could have stayed in Memphis. I knew it was going to be this. You know what I mean? It's sad, bro.
In South Haven, Marcus Hunter, WREG News, Channel 3. According to...
okay, that's sad. And I have to be honest. Their Red Hooks, because I love seafood, is that particular one is my favorite location to go to. And Airways runs quite a long way. It runs all the way into Mississippi, okay? And I think that is sad. But I guess the only thing that kind of makes me feel okay is knowing that they don't tolerate that type of stuff in Mississippi. You know, they handle it. Even though the departments and stuff are smaller, they are stricter on crime, okay? And they're saying that it was another Mississippi officer that was involved. So, it's certain areas in Mississippi. Now, there are some areas in Mississippi, unfortunately, where the cities are predominantly black. For some reason, they just won't, you know, when you start going further south, they just won't control the crime. But around the suburban areas, they normally do. Um, but I think that it's so sad with what is going on, crime being out of control, you know. I wanted to show one more thing, okay? Um,
Has been charged in a
yeah, this is how bad it has gotten in Memphis. It's a damn shame. Now, he shot a 10-year-old child. He had no business living up in that house with those girls, you know. But people can do whatever they want to do. But you hear that there was already a history, and out of all things, and then for him to use that cop out, I blacked out, and killed a 10-year-old baby, to kill anybody, and he doesn't look phased at all. He probably ain't even had nowhere to live. He's okay. No, hell, they put me out. I ain't had nowhere to go, because they probably was trying to put his butt out. I ain't had nowhere to go. They gonna make me be on the street. So I took something precious from them, took out a 10-year-old child. And this is the mindset of our people. And it is absolutely just crazy. Like the epidemic as far as drugs in around the Memphis area, and a lot of the suburban areas in Mississippi. And one of, especially in one of the area, the city that I live in Mississippi. Okay, opioid epidemic is out of control, but they are always having summits. They're always doing something to try to get it in control. Okay, as it relates to certain communities. And so I think it's a shame, because we have leaders, and unfortunately, the leaders in the Black community oftentimes just kind of hijack the Black community. They get in, they want to get the power so that they can steal and stuff. Okay. They want to get the connection so that they can get with some of these celebrities, and get them to pay them up under the table. And I ain't talking about no damn police chief. Somebody go regurgitate this. I could just see it now, because the politicians in Memphis are protecting the celebrities. No, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, because I wouldn't give a damn what politician any celebrity is in good with. They're not getting off with the Young Doss case. Chief Davis ain't mingling with them. Okay. Jim Strickland ain't mingling with him, and and even if he is, okay, he'll be gone around January. The DA ain't mingling with him. Those are the major components in the Young Doss case. Okay. But I think that this is, and the FBI ain't mingling with them, with none of these dudes, because the FBI out there spinning on them. Okay. That's not speculation, that's fact. So, it's sad, but I understand rather, that poverty ignites crime. And even though that situation in Mississippi area, like I said, I always eat, that's my favorite Red Hooks to go to in that because like I said, it's on Airways, but Airways run all the way to Mississippi. And I like the environment and the professionalism. I just like that, particular Red Hooks. So it's a shame, how out of control crime is. It is, y'all. Something has to be done. And just looking at that dude, he killed that 10-year-old baby. He in court like he ain't got a damn care in the world. He probably thinking about, well, at least I'm gonna be in jail. I got somewhere to live. I bet you they ain't got. This is the mindset of a lot of these sick, twisted young folks. At least now, I bet you they gonna be hurt about their 10-year-old sister. They don't give a damn about what they do as long as they hurting you. That's why I say when these people are messed up in the head, you have to really not deal with them. I'm telling you, like, I have beautiful babies. My girls are absolutely drop dead gorgeous. Okay. So of course, it ain't really, it's nothing really around their age bracket, but instability. Look at how my daughter was saying, talking about Straight Drop and saying he was handsome. But Straight Drop that's instability. A Straight Drop is unstable in the brain. And it's a whole lot of folks out there just like him, i.e. when we get on this damn internet and you got folks all in the chat talking about free Straight Drop, and they know damn well Straight Drop ain't going nowhere but to the federal penitentiary for the rest of his life. But that's the mental instability of a lot of these people. They know damn well that Straight Drop and them took Young Dolph up out of here. But their minds but they weren't raised like that. They was not raised to have any type of regards for life. They don't even give a damn about themselves. It is absolutely out of control, and it's going to have to start. It's going to have to start in the home. These parents are going to have to pull their nose up off the table. Stop smoking all this crack. Okay? And start instilling some type of values in their children. Get these abusive men away from around your damn kids. These women act like they out of their damn mind. They have to have a man around their kids. I was so protective and still protective of my babies. Hell, my babies never saw, even if they thought I was doing something with somebody when they was growing up, they didn't know it. Because they didn't see men coming in and out of my house. Because I didn't want to have to cap nobody for looking at my kids. They was always beautiful, big legs, and they was built like me. So I ain't want to have to cap nobody about my kids, because even if you think you know somebody, you don't ever know what's going through somebody's head. And I understood I had to set examples for my children. Okay. That's why it was so easy for me to take in one of their friends in the 7th grade when she cried and didn't want to go home because she said she loved feeling like she was in a safe environment. And then I found out her mama had all them kids and was just scattering them out, letting them stay anywhere. Of course, I took her in and raised her like she was my very own until she got in high school. So this stuff, it has to start in the home, okay? It has to start in the home. I'll never forget. And this is how I know that these kids around, like these teenagers on up until about 27, 28. Hell, some of them 30 and messed up, in their 30s and messed up. Okay. I'll never forget. I was laying on the couch. Okay. And my girls had gotten into high school, my oldest girls. And I say my oldest girls, I mean the young lady who my daughter's best friend at the time, and my oldest daughter. And I never forget, I was laying on the couch and my baby girl ran to me and said, "Mama, it's a boy at the door." That by this time they was in high school, child. They had started talking to boys and they knew I didn't play. Which was natural. They were 16-year-old girls. And he hit my door. Boom, boom, boom. "Come out of there." I said, "Oh my God." It scared my baby girl so bad. She ran and got me off of the couch. And she started talking about I ain't gonna say the young lady's name, boyfriend, and he in a rage. I was running, tripping over tables trying to get to that damn door to his ass. And when I got to the door, this is a 16-year-old boy. He wasn't scared of me. I said, what do you want? What are you doing? I want her to come out. I said, you get your ass away from my damn door. He turned around with a lot of anger. Hit the wall. Boom. On the outside. I said, this mother sucker crazy. So as a parent, because I knew he was a child, I called his mama. I said, what's his number? I'm calling his mom. I'm calling his folks. I called his mama, and his mama wasn't no better. Wait a minute, what you mean? What you mean about my son? What you talking about? I said, ma'am, I'm gonna bust a cap in your damn son. That's the only thing when she got the wait a minute, what you mean? You called me about my son? I said, your son been in my house showing out. Wait a minute. So. I said, ma'am, I'm gonna bust a cap in your damn son. That's the only thing that she understood. She started calling her husband to the phone. That man had way more sense than the mama. Upholding her son over at my house, acting a fool that I could have did anything to. His daddy said he know better. He said, wait a minute, baby. He over there at this woman's house. He ain't got no bid on. He said that's his girlfriend. He said, I don't give a damn if that is his girlfriend. That's this woman's house. He been over there showing out. He said, ma'am, I'm sorry. And I'm going to talk to him when he come in here. And if he come back, you do what you got to do. I told him, I said, your son over here showing out. He on my property. He was really a threat to me. He said, I'm sorry. If he come, I'm going to tell him not to come back. But if he come back showing out, you do what you got to do. That's my son. It's going to hurt me. But you do what you got to do to protect your property. You handle your business. But that's what I'm talking about, upholding these kids. And then they turn into killers. They don't have no coup about what they do. They don't have any feelings. Look at how that fool was standing in court. He feel like he been done wrong because, probably because they want to put him out. They feel like they've been done wrong. That's why you can't be taking care of these people. You can't start out doing it. A lot of this crime that is going on, it is this younger generation because the older generation ain't taught them a damn thing. They just as crazy as the kids. So, y'all, this is out of control. But as I always say, it's going to have to start it in the home. Okay? Parents are going to have to get off the alcohol and drugs and start being examples to their children and keep toxic people away from around their children. If I had to go live in a damn box, my kids was not going to be around no toxicity. I was not going to have my kids being around toxicity. Those are my kids. Okay? So, y'all, and then too, we got to vote in the right politicians. Poverty ignites crime, and the politicians, while y'all paying attention to the damn presidential race, which you need to be paying attention to your local races, because those are the races that affect you directly. All the funds and things that come into your community, your city council and commissioners and your senators and your governors are the ones, your state governors are the ones that delegate those funds, and those they are the ones that affect you as it relates to your state. Those are the most important, your sheriff and your DA and your judges. Hell, they affect your life on a day-to-day basis. But you don't even see nobody getting out voting for no damn judges. Your city council, okay, when money is coming into your community, they're supposed to delegate that, right? Instead, they give it to a nonprofit organization that is connected to them and their family, and they getting money back up under the table. That's how they do it. I'm going to get the money to you. You going to say you doing this for the community. You give me a kickback. And all the time, it's a damn relative or something, or probably their organization. But we don't pay attention to that because we too busy hating on each other and trying to gas these young adults who are already unstable up into taking out your damn competition. Okay? That's it. That's all. So y'all, crime is out of control because ain't nobody trying to, you know, have no control of themselves or the people that, you know, or their children. Okay? Because a bunch of messy people breed messy kids. And then they'll go and take out somebody else's child that's trying to do right. Well, she rolled her eyes at her. That's how twisted these folks is. My daughter said she shot her because she rolled her eyes at her while she had to have an attitude. Ain't did nothing but roll her eyes, and her twisted mama justifying what her daughter done did. It's crazy. So y'all, we you know, hey, crime is out of control, but the thing about it is we can control it if we become proactive. It has to start in your home. Raise your kids. You know damn well when your son got a $250,000 car parked in your damn garage, the nigga ain't hitting a lick at a snake, as my grandmother say, to go to a job. He ain't got that kind of money. You got to keep your garage down, and you trying to say you didn't know it was stolen. These parents helping these kids to do this as long as they are benefiting. They don't care about them going breaking in houses until somebody cap them. My son was a good boy. They ain't have to kill him. And they ain't got no money to bury him. Well, put him in a box in the backyard. He been terrorizing the whole community. Who you think gonna give you some money for what your son been out here doing? Then you want to blame the person who tried to protect their home. It's a damn shame. Here, mama. Here go a necklace. Oh, my boy done got me a beautiful necklace. You know he burglarized somebody's damn house and got it. Or you looking at the TV, you see a jewelry store being robbed. You ain't questioning him until somebody take him up out of here. I'ma sue the city. They let my boy die. Now you let him die. You been knowing what he was doing. So y'all, crime is out of control. But the only way that it is going to get back into control is if we become proactive. Okay? We have to become proactive. And that is, it has to start in your home. And then you have to vet these politicians and make sure that we're putting the right ones in it. And if they don't do what they're supposed to do in 4 years, you don't reelect them. You don't let him go to your pastor's church and stand up in the pulpit around election season and you ain't seen him in 4 years. That's an insult. You don't go back to the church. Because see, a lot of these pastors are bought out. And the way to control that is by not giving them your tithes and offerings. Okay, pastor, you gonna play it like that? Because see, we already know the politicians pay them or are giving them favors to come up in that pulpit. When you see him in 4 years, that's an insult. So I tell you what, I'm going to the church down the street and get them my tithes and offerings. You start doing that, you're gonna control this selling out that some of these pastors are doing. Okay, because some of these folks don't have brains of their own. Pastor had said, I got to vote for him. I ain't seen him in 4 years, but Pastor had said, I got to vote for him. I have to do what the man of God say. Pathetic. When you ought to be saying, look here, Pastor, that man ain't did nothing. We ain't seen him in 4 years. What you mean? Why you trying to keep the people in bondage? I'm leaving your church and I'll give my tithes and offerings to that little small storefront church down the street. He gonna change his tune. But we're so fixated on hurting each other. We can't fix the real problem. She got one more raisin than me on her plate. We gonna shoot it at her. That's how sick our people are. And they get mad at me because I call it out. I don't give a damn. I'm in the damn black community. I can't call it out. Our people are sick. Whew, child, I ain't mean to get on here. Be quiet, Remy. I got to get off of here because I'm having some friends over today. I'm grilling. I'm cooking. Okay. So let me get on off of here. But I didn't even mean to go that route, but I see what's going on in the community. I've been preaching this for years on my TV show. They get mad at me because I'm going to tell it like it is. And then folks was call me, God gonna get you. You talk about the man of God. Okay, well, what about him selling us out? Well, you ain't supposed to say nothing about main God. You have to let God deal with him later. You out your mind. You out your mind. Now I'm gonna call it out. That's why God gave me the platform. That's why my dad entrusted me with the platform on TV. Baby, call it out. And you don't you ever sell out. I could have been a lot further along. But I don't sell out. And I don't bow. And that's why they don't like me on YouTube. Some of them. Because people are afraid of what they can't control and understand. And I ain't never been able to be controlled. And a lot of them are going to see that. Okay? And so when people can't control you, just like they did Young Dolph, they'll try to take you up out of here. But they're going to see in the near future that they should have just left me alone. Just like they're going to see they should have just left Young Dolph alone. The only difference about me and Young Dolph is I believe in going to the law. I wish Young Dolph had did it. If he wasn't going to slay him out, he should have stretched him. Okay? Because that's the only thing that people understand, especially when they dogmatic and pathetic. Okay? But anyways, you guys, I've been on here 30 minutes. That's too long. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe, okay? If you like to support the channel, you could do it via Cash App, or you can hit the little heart button up under. I really appreciate your donations and things of that nature. Talk to you later.